Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the House of Orientica. House of Orientica is another branch of House of Al Haramain, which doesn't need introduction. They are one of the biggest perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for more than 50 years. And Orientica, lately they've been making amazing fragrances, especially in their luxury lineup. And this one is from their luxury lineup. And this one is called, it's called Orientica Luxury Collection Exclusive. And this is Azure Fantasy Extrait De Parfum 80ml. So this is from their luxury line, and as you can see, the presentation to match. Although this one is pricey, about £200 in terms of retail, but you can find it here and there discounted. So this is, as you can see, very beautiful bottle. The cap is heavy, the atmosphere is good, the box is, as he says, fantasy, is very fantasy like, and the color is turquoise. So overall amazing presentation, especially for the not the especially for the price, because price is quite heavy on this. It's quite high, £200. Usually the other lines, the other perfumes around £100 in this collection. But at the moment they have 3 of them in this collection, which are around £200, and this is one of them. So this one is, as you can tell from the coloring, is fresh, summery, bright, happy fragrance overall. It reminds me of 3 things overall, but none of them is 100%. Okay, this is not a copy of any of those, but let's say it's been inspired by those. Okay, so one is Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. Yes, the Neroli in here is very strong, similar to Neroli Portofino. That one is very fresh, but as we all know, the Tom Ford Neroli Portofino doesn't perform, unfortunately, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours if you're lucky. This one, on the other hand, it performs super well. On my skin, went easily up to 10 hours. On materials, goes for days. In terms of projection, is not a huge projector, but that's because they basically put naturals in here. Obviously, we have some synthetic elements like ambroxan in the base, but mostly is natural, and that is reflected in both smell and the projection, because it's not skin scent by any means, but it doesn't project too heavy. So basically you get an arm length of projection for about an hour or about 2 hours or so, and after that it will be closer to the skin. But when you move around, because it's Extrait De Parfum, is heavy and is dense, basically you will leave a trail behind you. It's one of those fragrances that I think majority of people will like. I will tell you in a minute how does it smell. So the other thing is, in terms of the smell, is similar to Louis Vuitton Imagination. Yes, there are some similarities here as well, and also Tom Ford Azure Lime. So there are some similarities between these 3 fragrances I mentioned, but it's none of those completely. So it's inspired, or is in the same category, same perfumery, same genre of perfumery, if you like. So in terms of performance, as I said, it's a very good performer, although it's not a beast mode, almost there. And also in terms of projection, it's not a beast mode, but it's a good performer. In terms of the age, this is quite ageless, although there is 2 elements in here. It could make it a little bit on the mature side. One is the powderiness of it, and the other one is the soapiness of it. So these 2 elements could make it a little bit on the mature side. I would say maybe 25 and up. But if you like this kind of fragrances, and I guess majority of people who like this kind of fragrances, the age doesn't mean anything. In terms of the uh, season, this is definitely better suited for warmer weather, but because it's complex and it's deep and dense, you can use it all year round. I used it in the middle of winter and it performed quite well. I'm guessing in summer this is going to be a beast mode, especially if it sits in the bottle for a few weeks, a few months. It gets basically, because it's Extrait De Parfum, and it maturate, it gets stronger and stronger. So in terms of the occasion, this is one of those Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, casual, formal, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, anytime you want. It's got the complexity and the depth to dress it up, and it's got the freshness and the simplicity and basically a clean fragrance that you can use it casually as well. So who is it for? This is definitely for people, they like their fresh fragrance. This is fresh and more fresh. To some extent, as I said, it's quite soapy. The soapiness is not too much, it's not there are nothing out of place here. There's nothing's too much, nothing's too little. The balancing act in this perfume is very well done, so you're getting a very good perfume very in here, and also very good ingredients. Obviously for £200 you expect that, and the smell reflect that. The smell is very nice, it's very smooth, it's very rounded, it's very balanced, it's nothing out of place, nothing's too much, nothing's too little, and very nicely balanced with everything else. But that element of powderiness and the soapiness could be a little bit shall we say, not challenging by any means. This is not a challenging fragrance. This is a fresh fragrance, this is a happy fragrance, this is a bright, happy, summery, clean fragrance. So it won't be challenging by any means, but it could put some people off if you don't like this powderiness and also the soapiness of the perfume. And when it opens up as a huge citrus. The citruses, the note breakdown doesn't do it justice because they put in a minimalistic note breakdown. I'm getting lime definitely, I'm getting lemon definitely, I'm getting grapefruit definitely, and big ginger in the beginning, making it quite that gingery feel, zesty feel to it, plus the citruses, and also a big mint. So the mint in here is very well done. It's not a toothpastey, it's not too much. Again, it goes very well with everything else, and it's quite balanced. But if you need to like your minty fragrance to enjoy this, because the first half of this fragrance is dominated by those mints and the ginger, and also to some extent by those citruses, which is quite impressive. It lasts so long, those fresh elements. In the mid, you are faced with big florals in here, so you need to like your florals, and that soapiness and the powderiness is come from the florals. The florals in here is neroli, definitely to some extent orange blossom, lily of the valley, mixing it a little powdery, and also jasmine. So these white floral elements making it quite powdery, quite soapy, but beautiful. Very well done, very balanced. In terms of gender, is definitely unisex to my nose. Anybody can wear it, man and woman. So it's very well done. It's bang in the middle. It doesn't give it any masculinity or femininity. When you hear, for example, florals, don't freak out, okay? I love my florals anyway, and I love my soapy fragrances. I love my powdery fragrances. So for me, this one is a 10 out of 10 perfume. For me, this one is better done than Imagination by Louis Vuitton. It's done better than Tom Ford Azure Lime, and it's done better than Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, both in terms of perfumery, ingredients, and smell profile, and also longevity. The longevity on this is much better than those three. So although it's £200, it's quite pricey, I think it's worth the price. And also, don't forget, sometimes you can find it discounted. If you find it discounted and you like this kind of fragrances, this is a no-brainer to me. It's immaculate, gorgeous. Every time I wore it, it was just wow. I enjoyed it to the bits, and especially in heat, this will excel. This will turn heads. This will garner your attention if you like this kind of fragrances, if you like this kind of things. And you don't need more than 5 or 6 sprays of it. Although, as I said, it's not a huge projector, but you can still smell it because it's dense and it's Extrait De Parfum. It's very heavy perfume, so you will smell it in the air, and other people will smell you. It could be, you know, nose blinding for some people. You get nose blind for some elements of it, especially the ambroxan in the base. So later on, after these big florals in the mid, we go to the base, and the base is very musky. It's quite woody. The woods are here is very clean. Again, it's a cedar mainly, and to some extent I smell some sandalwood to making it quite smooth. The combination of sandalwood, jasmine in here making it very, very smooth. Although it doesn't mention any particular sweet notes, I smell something sweet in here. Maybe it's from the amber. The amber in here is very fluffy, it's very airy, it's very effervescent, so it's not a heavy, dense amber, but I think the sweetness come from there. The sweetness is on the moderate side as well, so it's not too sweet, it's not too little, and is again balanced with everything else. So overall, this is a gorgeous fragrance. If you like this kind of fragrances, if you like them fresh, if you like them soapy, if you like them powdery, if you like them floral, if you like them zesty, if you like them minty, if you like them basically musky and woody to some extent, a little bit of sweetness in there, this is for you. I absolutely enjoyed it to bits. I highly, highly recommend it. Again, the only caveat is the £200 price tag. But if you want the best of the best, this is for you. If you can wait maybe a few weeks and few months, maybe it goes a little bit cheaper later on, and then you can, if you are interested, go and purchase it. But as always, I never recommend blind buy. Always try before you buy if you can. Sometimes it's difficult to do that, but if you go for it, then that would be your decision. My decision would be very easy. I love it to bits. The wifey loves it to bits, as she might take it from me. She, especially the powdery, musky, and also the floral feel of it, she was very, very appealed to it. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you've tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. Although this is a hidden gem, but it is quite on the pricey side. And also, if you are interested in purchasing my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, everything is done with me. Nobody else is involved from the scratch to the perfume. And they are ultra beast mode, amazing quality for the price you're paying. You can't get better than that, and they are very, very they have a big character in terms of perfumes. Okay guys, I'll leave them in the link as well. Don't forget to hit those buttons and comment as usual. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.